Alright, my name is Daniel Lunsford, and for application assignment 4, I'm going to be discussing obedience in the Hunger Games. So, obedience is defined as the act of complying to a request from a person or group that holds a certain level of power over you. That power can be tangible, meaning a physical weapon or force of some sort, or intangible, such as like a person holding power over you, hierarchical power or control over you. And this content was discussed in lecture 23, I believe, which was the second part of our social psychology lecture slide. And so a good example of this would be the Hunger Games, which is the story of the sort of dystopian display of power and the obedience of people put in life and death situations. So the citizens of this society are forcefully put into these sort of life or death, or fight to the death style games against their will. They're forced to fight each other as a form of entertainment for the ruling class, in order to grant safety and fame and glory for their family. So this is sort of an extreme example of social conformity and compliance with a power much greater than the average person or collective people in this society. This sort of unchallenged compliance for the capital and the president comes by way of physical force, or would be an example of tangible power. They're using weapons, killing guns to sort of force people into complying with their societal norms. So this is a good example of obedience and control in popular culture and relates to what we've talked about in class so far. Thank you.